Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating TechieMommy, si J.C. Bautista.
Hello, happy Tuesday. Sorry, a little bit late today in entering. I just had a little bit of a connectivity issue. Pero magandang umaga, almost tanghali. To everyone, happy Tuesday. It's May 18, Tuesday already. Na, diba? Of course, it's the start of a new week na naman. We're looking forward to a good week ahead of us. And ang topic natin, like yesterday and trickling to today, is about artificial intelligence or AI, right? Um, I want to congratulate my brother, Julius Bautista, na today ang kanyang schedule ng bakuna. Nainggit ako kasi, of course, I moved to Pampanga and sa Marikina, halos tapos na lahat ng mga tao doon ng bakunahan, pati mga pamangkin ko. Oh my gosh. Very, very efficient talaga ang ang Marikina, right? But yeah, sana lahat, sana all, sana dito sa Pampanga, umusad na rin yung pagbabakuna kasi wala pang, I registered here, pero wala pa kaming nakukuhang text or to schedule an appointment. But I'm dying to get my bakuna. I see people online, but I don't see the names. Hello. Thank you for joining me today. Salamat. Hindi ko alam kung sino yan, but salamat. Thank you for joining me. So, ang ating subject matter is artificial intelligence, right? How it's relevant in today's society at paano ginagamit ang AI or artificial intelligence dito sa Pilipinas, right? Yesterday you were given a parang overview of what artificial intelligence is, right? Kasi nga along the lines of yung technology tungkol sa technology sa pandemya, this pandemic of course, the use of technology is really major. At isa sa mga technology trends itong 2021 is of course ay AI. Because nga, di ba, it's clear today that most important tech trends will play a big part, and they are playing a big part in helping us cope with and adapt to the many challenges that the pandemic has given us, di ba? And talaga namang technology ang malaking bagay ang naitulong sa ating lahat or naitutulong pa. From the shift to working from home, to new rules about how we meet and interact in public places, tech trends will be the driving force in managing the changes, diba? In many ways, ang COVID-19 has acted as a catalyst for a whole host of changes sa ating pamumuhay. So, changes sa ating lifestyle. Diba? Increasing na our lives have transformed from real life to virtual to online, right? Digital world na tayo ngayon talaga. Digital lives na ang tawag dyan. Online and digital lives. Things will just happen more quickly now because of technology, things are facilitated. Ayan na. Tita Agnes, hello. Thank you sa iyong walang sawang pagtaguyod. Thank you sa ating programa. Thank you very much, Tita Agnes Lakap, all the way sa Bacolor, sa Barrio, na nanonood. Kasama si Tita Pri Maniago, Tita Agnes Lakap, the Maniago family, si JM, kung nandyan ka JM nanonood, si Laila Maniago, at yung mga nandyan sa barrio, sila Jibin. Hello sa inyong lahat. Thank you sa Lakap family for the support. Okay, so we're talking about AI and how technology is helping us all in this pandemya, okay? Sabi nga nila, sabi ng mga presidente sa Amerika, COVID-19 after a while magically disappears. The changes, kung mawala man ang COVID-19, hindi lang ang Amerika, lahat ng yung mga analysts, yung mga researchers were saying that kung mawala man ang COVID-19, the changes it has brought about will not. Totoo naman, yung mga pagbabago na ating nangyayari because of the pandemic and because of COVID-19, sabi nila, after the pandemic, it will still continue. Isa na dyan yung work from home. Talaga. Maraming mga companies ngayon na thinking twice about retaining this kind of working operations or ethics because it is feasible, right? Maraming kumpanya ang nakapag-save ng pera dahil sa pag-work from home ng mga empleyado nila. Yun ang una na. Yun na nga, sabi dun sa survey sa Amerika, no, na ang average $23,000 ang nasa save bawat isang empleyado sa pag-work from home. Pero yun na nga, yung savings nila sana, i-trickle nila yan sa mga empleyado by, of course, giving them better tools to work with. Kunyari, bigyan mo ng bagong laptop yung trabahador mo or empleyado mo, bigyan mo na, bayaran nyo yung internet because of course, you are using their electricity, their internet sa pag-work from home. Pero nakaka-save nga ng pera. Pati of course, yung trabahador because they don't have to commute to go to work. But, it's going to be big savings for the company and of course more earnings for those businesses that are proliferating or faring well and thriving in this pandemic. I-trickle naman niya yan sa inyong mga empleyado, yung mga tinaas ng kita nyo like last year, especially companies like Zoom, or Amazon, or yung mga online shopping na mga e-commerce, right? So just make that trickle to your employees by giving them better tools to work with, to use in this pandemic, right? So yun na nga, they said that when all this is said and done, the changes that it brought about will stay, okay? And we will have learned to do a lot of things more efficiently and effectively, right? Through technology, right? So, uh, ano-anong mga technology trends ang magpapatuloy, di ba? Some will play their part in helping us to recover normalcy, right? While some of them will make it easier for us to understand and navigate a changed reality, right? Ayun na nga, unang-una na doon, ang artificial intelligence, right? Or AI. AI is undoubtedly one of the biggest tech trends at the moment. Okay, and this year, it will become an even more valuable tool for helping us to interpret and understand yung nangyayari sa mundo, sa ating paligid, right? The volume of data we are collecting on healthcare infection rates and the success of measures we take to prevent the spread of infection will continue to increase. This means that machine learning algorithms will become better informed and, okay, increasingly sophisticated in the solutions, diba? Tsaka yung mga analytics, mga ganyan. Mas mapagbuti ang gamit ng AI itong taon na to, right? From computer vision systems monitoring the capacity of public areas, diba? To analyzing yung mga interactions uncovered through contact tracing initiatives, diba? Yung self-learning algorithms will spot connections and insights that would go unnoticed by manual human analysis. Yun na nga eh, diba? Kasi nga, meron pang virus, meron pang ganyan, this year, yun pa, yung mga variants pa, kumakalat na. So all the more, ating kailangan yung mga analyzing algorithms, mga systems monitoring, computer vision systems, right? So this will help us predict demand for services from hospitals and other healthcare providers. Importante yung mga self-learning algorithms because it will spot connections and insights that would go unnoticed na hindi napapansin ng human eye, right? Mas precise kasi yung information na makukuha, okay? This will help the healthcare providers and allow administrators to make better decisions about when and where to deploy the resources, right? For businesses naman, di ba? Ang challenge will be to understand the changing patterns of customer behavior. Yan na nga. Mag-check ng demographics, check ng yung mga survey, mga research reports more human activity will take place online for sure. From shopping and socializing to virtual working environments, meetings and recruitment, lahat yan mangyayari online. At then, kailangan natin ng AI or artificial intelligence. This year, we can expect the tools we use to analyze these behavioral shifts to become more sophisticated and increasingly fit the budget and infrastructure requirements of more and more organizations. Kasi nga, dumadami na yung nagagamit ng AI, at syempre, pag dumadami na rin, magmumura na rin yan para mo i-convert yung business mo into that or use AI, right, sa business mo. Ano pa ang nakikita nating technology trends this year na magpapatuloy? Robotics, drones, and vehicle automation, right? As the volume of passengers using public transport fluctuates from week to week. Right? Sa Pilipinas, di ba? Sa atin, controlled ang transportation. Unlike sa Japan, wala. Dumadami ang kanilang infections pero hindi nila what they call it, i-control yung traffic sa train nila because yan ang isang main source of ano nila, revenue. Excuse me. You know, driving efficiency, okay, di ba nga, yung mga driving efficiency, yung mga yung mga autonomous vehicles, as yung mga need to go to take the public transport decreases, okay, depending on local conditions, initiatives around self-driving vehicles will continue at an increasing pace. It's actually already being done now. It's possible ang Tesla, di ba, naggumawa ng autonomous cars. Pero hindi pa yan binibenta ng maramihan. Driving efficiency across public transport networks will be a priority for service providers as well as civic authorities, where reducing human labor costs will help balance yung uncertainty around customer demand, di ba? In the recent years, we have seen the emergence of robots in the care and assisted living sectors. Sa Amerika, sa Europe, mga robots na yung ibang tumutulong. And this will become increasingly important, particularly when it comes to interacting with members of society who are most vulnerable to the infection, right? Yun na nga yun. They are the elderly, di ba? Ang ating mga nakakatanda. So, para wag nang sa ibang places, di ba? Yung assisted living sectors, mga robots, meron na silang ibang gamit. Pero siguro, kahit naman robot or tao, kung madapuan ka ng virus, madadapuan pa rin ng virus. But anyway, so, rather than entirely replacing the human interaction with caregivers that is so important to many, di ba? We can expect robotic devices to be used to provide new channels of communication. Ayun, hindi yung robot yung nag-aalaga. So channels of communication such as access to 24/7 in-home help. Yun na nga rin yung mga apps, di ba? Parang virtual doctors, virtual nurses, we can avail of that. And kasama AI dyan, tsaka sa robotics technology, AI yan, right? So, access, 24/7 helplines, 24/7 apps that you can actually use and contact yung mga doktor, mga nurses, or kung kailangan ng caregiver, as well as to simply provide companionship at times when it may not be safe to be sending nursing staff into homes. So, pwede na yung robot ng kunyaring kasama. Additionally, di ba, ang mga kumpanya finding themselves with premises that, while empty, still require maintenance and upkeep. So, they will turn to robotic providers for services such as cleaning and security. Yun. Diba? Yung mga, kahit na yung mga building ng mga opisina, empty na kasi nga work from home mga lahat, kailangan pa rin linisin. So, that's where the robots come in. Diba? Robot janitor. Or yung mga maintenance at saka janitorial services. This activity has led to soaring stock prices for enterprises involving supplying robots. Dire mo? Yung mga drone naman, di ba? Ang drones, nung araw, kala natin yung drones, nagtitake lang ng picture para mga paparazzi. Sa Amerika na uso yan pagka yung mga private parties, yung mga drones nag-intrude. Pero ngayon ang drones nagde-deliver na rin, right? Those big drones are delivery drones. Drones will be used to deliver vital medicine, o di ba? Medicine, equipment, dugo, whatever na transport, pwede na yan ipadala sa drone. Equipped with computer vision algorithms used to monitor footfall in public areas in order to identify places where there is an increased risk of viral transmission. Di ba? Cool. Oh, meron ng computer vision algorithms talaga. Kakaliw yan eh. Kagaya ng video na nakita ko kahapon. Yung bulag, I forget his name all the time. It's hard kasi to pronounce. That guy who invented this, you know, kasi he's blind. So instead of, you wear these glasses, tapos yung computer, tinatransmit neural, di ba, through the brains or impulses, I don't know. Nakakakita yun para sa kanya. Tapos kinikwento, describe sa kanya yung nakikita. How cool is that, right? Okay, so ano pa ang epekto ng technology at AI sa panahon na ito? The as-a-service revolution. As a service, okay? The as-a-service revolution. As a service, kunin ko nga. Hindi ko sabihin, so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? As a service, okay? Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. As a service, okay? As a service revolution, okay? The provision of services that we need to live and work through cloud-based on-demand platforms, okay? It is the key that has put the other tech trends we talk about today in reach of anybody. Diba? So, accessible sa lahat, ibig sabihin. It's the reason why AI, or artificial intelligence, and robotics are a possibility for just about any business or organization. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng gumamit ng AI ang lahat ng mga negosyo or mga companies, right? Regardless of their size or budget. Thanks to cloud offerings from companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and an ever-growing horde of startups and spin-offs. Ang dami na talaga maliliit na kumpanya na nag-latch on this bandwagon, right? Okay, so affordable na ngayon. Diba? Innovators in all fields can deploy cutting-edge technology with little upfront investment in tools, equipment, or specialized people. Kasi nga, tumadami na, syempre nagmura na rin yan. Diba? As the ongoing pandemic rages around the world, we have clearly seen that companies that rely on cloud to provide scalable solutions as a service are prospering. Diba? Tingnan na lang natin yung Zoom. Ayan, yung Zoom. Okay, ayan. My gosh, ang Zoom talaga has made a killing, okay, in the box office, not in the box office, in the business world, grabe, di ba? From 10 million users to 30 million to what, I don't know how many millions na, at 120% ang kanilang profit from last year. Grabe, right? Take Zoom, for example, which has quickly become a household name, talaga naman talaga, all over the world, they know Zoom. Sumobra, ang yaman na nag-invento niyan. It has quickly become a household name thanks to the speed with which it was able to add servers and increase its coverage and quality of service. Kaagad-agad nilang in-improve, no? Magaling talaga ang technology. Magaling talaga yung mga techie. This was due to its cloud-based nature and its partnerships with its own service providers that they were able to quickly increase capacity to meet the demand. In this year and beyond, this is going to become increasingly important and more possibilities will be open for everyone. Totoo naman, it's already happening now. Nag-improve na kaagad ang Zoom right? Ano pa? Ano pa ang technology nating expect na magagamit natin this year and the years to come? 5G, okay? 5G and enhanced connectivity. Oh my gosh. We're still waiting. Of course, I can clearly say na bumilis naman na ang internet dito sa Pilipinas. Of course, pero yun lang nga. Dito sa Pilipinas, you have to pay top dollar to have fast internet, right? Hindi sila, of course, yung sa data sa phone or yung prepaid internet. Bumalis na rin ata, pero Globe's having problems pa rin. Pero ako, I use PLDT. Actually, I can attest, when I moved to Pampanga, I was actually very, very uh, ano ba to, hesitant. Sabi ko, naku, baka yung connectivity, ang kailangan ko ng mabilis na internet sa trabaho ko eh. Pero, so far so good actually with PLDT. I'm so happy. I use PLDT fiber. And actually, mas marami pang bog down nung nasa Manila ko yung PLDT eh, doon. Mas palaging nawawala ang internet or mabagal. Dito, so far, so good. Tsaka, of course, may promo yung PLDT, yung pag-boost. You know, oh, ang speed ko over 100 Mbps and it's really, really going good. And of course, except for one brownout last week, na hindi naman yung kasalanan ng PLDT, hindi pa, ayoko magsabi baka mamaya mawala yung wifi ko. But really, it's been very good for us here in Pampanga. Kasi sa connection ko sa Manila before, no? For years, okay? So, faster and more reliable internet doesn't just mean we can load web pages more quickly and spend less time waiting for videos to launch on YouTube. Each successive advance in mobile connectivity from 3G onwards has unlocked new use cases for the internet. 3G made web browsing, okay, and data-driven services useful on mobile devices. Yun ang ginawa ng 3G. See, hindi natin alam to eh. Nung nag-3G, mas bumilis yung mga gamit sa cellphone. 3G made web browsing and data-driven services useful on mobile devices, while 4G, ang 4G naman, led to the growth of streaming video and music platforms as bandwidths increased. Tsaka yung pag-download ng movies sa Netflix. And tapos ngayon, 5G na, likewise, it will be opening more doors in terms of what is possible, di ba? Ano yung sabihin ng 5G? 5G na ngayon. 5G means that okay, makinig tayo. 5G means that services relying on advanced technologies such as augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR, as well as cloud-based gaming platforms. Ito na nga, mas na naman to sa mga gaming. Ayoko ito dapat masyadong ina-announce kasi hindi mabuti yung mga panay gaming din, Pero we have to admit talaga, gaming also has played an important role in people trying to be sane in this pandemic. Diba? Lahat ng tao nag-gaming, whether it's video games or yun na nga, yung mga online sabong na yan na lately, Diyos mio, nagkalat-kalat. Online gaming, online sabong. May mga naa-addict na dyan. Ako, wag naman ganun. Gamitin natin tong platforms, gamitin natin technology for good. Okay? Well, for some people, it's for good dahil negosyo nila yan, right? Pero hindi yan good sa mga naa-addict at nawawala ng pera. But anyway, so back to 5G. Okay, yung 5G, it's going to be good for AR and VR, as well as cloud-based gaming platforms like Google Stadia or NVIDIA's GeForce. It now becomes a viable proposition anywhere at any time. They also threaten to make cable and fiber-based networks redundant. Hala, with their need for us to be tethered to a particular location. Hala naman. Wag naman. Okay? So, yes, if you have any questions, please feel free. Please feel free to field your questions, right? Okay, and I will answer as best as I can. And if I can't give you the answer now, for sure, I'll be able to answer it in the next coming days, right? Tutok lang kayo. But okay, so going back to what I was saying, right? Okay, in short, ang 5G and other advanced high-speed networks make all of the other trends we discuss here available anywhere, anytime. No? It's convenient, it's portable, it's accessible, right? Ang complex machine learning applications relying on real-time access to big data sources can be conducted in the field via automation. Okay? Ang malaking example dito, is yung Norwegian fishery operator Salmar. Gumagamit sila ng 5G network to automate the care and feeding of its fish. Imagine, pagpapakain ng isda, automated. Image recognition algorithms are used to detect, di ba, cool, Okay, again, yung image recognition algorithms are used to detect which fish are over or underfeeding. Di ba ang cool? My gosh, nakakakilabot. Ganyan na talaga dahil yung mga data, mga how precise they can be because they can detect which fish are over or underfed. Yabe, no? And it automatically dispenses food. Automatically yung pagkain binibigay doon sa isdang akala nila hindi pa nakakakain ng mabuti. And medicine, pati medicine needed to keep them healthy. Kakakilabat, no? Robotics ito, AI ito. Dahil sa mga algorithms na ginagamit. This analytics, right? Image recognition algorithms ang ginagamit dyan. Okay? Oh my gosh, okay? Initiatives like this will become increasingly important this year and the years to come, where businesses look to increase automation across their workforces. Okay? Ano pang technology ang nakikita nating uusbong or gagamitin pa more? Extended reality or XR, virtual and augmented, ito yung sinabi ko kanina, VR, MR, okay? These terms, okay, itong mga terms na ito, cover, okay, let me just write it down, okay? Ay, tayong nagle-lesson dito, buti may blackboard ako dito, whiteboard. Alright, we're talking about augmented reality. Sensya na kayo sa napakapangit kong sulat. Kolehiyala pa man din. Wala akong Merinol or Assumptionista writing. AR, okay? And virtual reality. VR, okay. Ayan. Alright. Alright. So we're talking about our extended reality XR naman yan. Ito. Uh-oh. Alright. Ay, nako. Ayan, sabi ko na nga ba, maano ko majijinx ako Kakasabi ko lang na ang ganda ng internet connection ko dito sa Pampanga. Biglang namatay. Diba? Talagang may mangkukulam sa internet dito sa akin, I swear. But really, it's so weird. I knew it. Talaga yung aking discernment at aking ESP. I knew it as when I mention it, it's gonna happen. And then, what is happening? What is happening? I am getting disconnected and connected. So we're talking about augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, okay? So, okay, these terms cover, okay, technology that uses glasses or headsets to protect computer-generated imagery directly into the user's field of vision, right? When it is superimposed over what the user is viewing in the real world, it is AR. And when it is used to place the user into an entirely computer-generated environment, thus it is called VR or virtual reality. So, ayun ang difference ng augmented reality sa virtual reality. Yung augmented reality, pagka sinuot mo yung salamin, para, di ba, pag na-superimpose over what the user is viewing, kunyari, nakatingin ka sa Taal Volcano, tapos sinuot mo yung salamin, meron kang dinagdag doon na graphic or computer AI or AI, yan ang augmented reality kasi yung real world mo na-augment literally, okay? Parang nakakakita ka doon ng hologram or something, whatever, augmented reality. Pero yun nga, when it's entirely a computerized, computer-generated environment, it becomes virtual reality or VR. During the next year, we can again expect to see these in conjunction with the other trends discussed here, assisting in tackling challenges posed by the current world situation, right? Because of the pandemic. So, adjust natin kung anong klaseng VR at AR ang iyong offer. Largely, this will involve allowing us to avoid potentially dangerous situations where there could be a risk of viral transmission. Paano nagagamit ng AR at VR dito sa pandemya? For example, okay, medical examinations and diagnosis can increasingly be carried out remotely. Totoo yan, di ba? Yun na nga yung virtual doctor's appointments, virtual, di ba? Hindi ka na kailangan pumunta rin sa ospital dahil natatakot ka nga rin mahawa ng virus yan. Sabi nila, pag nag-aantay ka doon sa waiting room, pwede kang magkaroon ng virus. Pag tinanggal mo yung maskara mo, siguro, of course. For example, medical exams and diagnosis nga can be carried out na virtually or remotely. A solution available to opticians allows eye tests to be carried out entirely in VR. Yun, dun mo magagamit yung virtual reality. As high-definition cameras give a clear image of the patient's eye, diba? An AR tool then allows the customer to browse the range of glasses on offer and see what they look like on their own face without having to leave their home. Di ba? Cool. Sobrang convenient. Sobrang talagang, pero yun na nga, nagiging tamad ang mga tao dahil sa technology. Pero, my gosh, it's very convenient. So, you don't have to go to Sarabia to have your eyes tested kasi sana yung Sarabia, meron na rin silang sariling app para pwede ka nalang kuhanan, no? Hindi ko naman sinasabing huwag na mag-Sarabia. Kaibigan ka yung Sarabia. She's my friend from New York, yung Sarabias. So yeah, patronize pa rin. Sana meron na silang app na mag-check mga virtual, right? So we will also see an increase in the use of VR and AR tools within education. For sure, sigurado sa pag-aaral, right? This will reduce the need for us to work in crowded classroom conditions. If not totally, diba? Then at least in areas and during times when it is known that the transmission rates are high. So doon sa mga bansa, kagaya natin, wala pa rin schooling, yun, gagamit na sila ng AR tsaka VR tools para wag na magkumpul-kumpul sa classroom, right? And as more data on the conditions and manner in which viral transmission takes place becomes available, okay, ang mga AR tools will be used to give out real-time warnings when we move through areas where the infection is known to have spread. Diba? Kakaano talaga. Yan, yung mga nakikita nating report sa DOH daily, siguro meron na silang AI na ginagamit, no? Kasi makikita yung movement ng virus or yung mga transmission sa areas. Even simple steps like reminding us to wash our hands when we touch a door, handle in public, diba? Or issuing kunyari mag-issue ng alert when a device senses that we have touched our face ang cool without washing our hands. Talaga, kung tutunog yan, di ba? Yan, mga ganyan. This could help to save lives and stop us spreading illness around the world, around real world environments where we live, di ba? And kung saan tayo gumagalaw sa panahon na to, right? Yun lang, kung makagawa na sila ng mga gadgets or things to remind us, for example, or don't touch your face, when nasa public place ka. That could be really, really cool, right? Okay? So, yan ang gamit ng AI, ng technology, itong panahon na to, that I see fit, no? Okay, of course, I based my assumptions and my data on the article that was written by Bernard Marr. He is an enterprise tech. He is from Enterprise Tech, and he was the one who published this article regarding the best technology trends this year. Okay, but what about the Philippines? Okay, how can we adapt all this? Okay. Well, the government, ito ng information sa inyo, okay? The government plans to build a national center for artificial intelligence. Yoo-hoo, AI. A national center for artificial intelligence research that will help the private sector develop new technologies. Okay, ito, last May 5 lang, okay, last week, there was an article on Business World, okay? It says the Philippines plans to establish Artificial Intelligence Research Center. Okay? Okay. So, ang Business World ang nag-publish nito. Okay? Sabi nga nila, yun magtatayo daw ng AI Research Center dito sa Pilipinas to develop new technologies. Okay naman, magagaling naman ang IT natin talaga ha, also. A goal under the Artificial Intelligence Roadmap launched on last Wednesday, the National Center for AI Research, or NCARE, will employ full-time research scientists and engineers. Good job, okay? The NCARE will encourage companies to adopt AI by building their capacity to produce new products. Okay, very good. Processes and services that use AI. Okay? Sabi ito ni Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez nung ni-launch. Okay? The AI roadmap outlined 42 strategic tasks or goals that cover regularization. And it covers regulation, workforce development, research and development, and digitization and infrastructure. Ayan. One of the tasks is the creation of the AI Research Center, which ADB, hindi pala, sorry, which AIM, yung Asian Institute of Management, Aboiti's chairman in data science, Christopher P. Monterola, said would be run by private companies and would be central to regional hubs identified by the government. So, private company ang magpuput up nitong AI center. Okay? Silang maraming money, right? Mga big businesses. Right? Magtulong-tulong sila to put this together, right? The idea is for this to make the companies in the Philippines competitive, sabi ni Monterola ng AIM Management. He said, uh, he said, adding that the facilities would house national data and research cloud centers. The center is aimed to, in its first 3 to 5 years, prioritize agricultural technology, aquaculture, transportation, ayan, importante yan, and urban science, smart manufacturing, healthcare, and resilience or disaster management technology. Yan magfo-focus yung AI lab or center na ito. Okay? The success of this roadmap, itong plano nila, can be measured by internet speed, of course, and reliability. So, unang-una, bago ito, dapat talaga, improve na yung ating internet, di ba? Gawin ng mabilis at accessible sa lahat. The Global Innovation Index ranking, kasi nga, ang success nitong plano na to will depend on the internet, di ba? Yan ang technology na kailangan unang-unang ayusin. The Global Index, it will depend on that, internet, the Global Innovation Index ranking, the quality of education rankings, labor market efficiency and employment, and the number of new businesses that use AI as critical components of products. So, doon naman talaga. All of the above, di ba? Importante nowadays. So, siguradong kailangan na ng AI, right? The Philippines will also try to attract top global companies to work on research and development in the country. Yun na nga. Kumuha kayo ng sponsors. Di ba? Hindi pag-asa, but okay. Ayan, Ayala, right? The Lopezes, right? The potential AI applications that can benefit companies, Mr. Razon din, baka pwede mag-sponsor. The potential AI applications that can benefit companies include avoiding spoilage of agricultural produce. Ayan ito eh. Diba sinabi ko kasi ang ipo-focus nila is agriculture, transportation, urban science, smart manufacturing, healthcare. Diba? Yan. So, yung sa agriculture, the potential AI applications that can benefit this would include avoiding spoilage of agricultural produce, predicting maintenance of equipment, tama, bago pa mabulok or masira, mag-indicate na ng warning light, right? Or warning whatever message. Optimizing processes in factories and enhancing business decision-making through advanced analytics. Yan na talaga eh. Nowadays talaga kasi na-predict mo na eh dahil sa mga algorithms na yan tsaka analytics. This will lead to more operational efficiencies and innovation. Of course, mas marami naman talagang advantages ang technology na bibigay kaysa disadvantages. Yung disadvantages lang yan is brought on or wrought on by bad individuals who use the technology for bad things, right? But more good than harm. Information Technology and Business Process Association of the Philippines President and Chief Executive Officer Ray Ontal is hoping that the center will help create higher value work in advanced technologies after noting a lack of upskilling opportunities for professionals. Pero syempre, mas marami pa tayong matatap na resources niyan. Lalo rin human resources also. Marami namang magaling na IT. Alright? There is room and great opportunity for the industry to partner with NCARE, in this case, to work on comprehensive programs that will utilize real-life use cases across the variety of industries that we service. Okay? Yung Trade Department worked with data scientists from the Asian Institute of Management, Bautista School of Innovation, Technology, and Entrepreneurship to develop that roadmap. So at least, okay, we are to expect, no, na hindi naman na tayo nahuhuli sa pag-digitize, sa gamit ng technology to develop and improve our work environment and home life. Kasi nga ito, it's good to know na may plano na ang gobyerno to build a national center for artificial intelligence. And this will help the private sector develop new technologies. Okay? So yan. So yan ang on the up and up yan ang sa Pilipinas ang may expect, right? So, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise at all that artificial intelligence is continuing to advance, okay? Changing how businesses run and our own day-to-day experiences. In fact, AI is permeating nearly every industry. Totoo, nag-i-intrude na siya sa lahat ng industry halos, right? Gagamit na ng AI. More and more practical uses are being found regularly, leading experts and end users to expect big things, diba? To happen this year and forward. Okay? Unang-una, okay? Proactive IT. Using the entire point of an IT team is to take care of the technical side of things. So businesses and even home users experience as few glitches as possible, di ba? Kaya tayo may IT department, may MIS department, information systems. Nung araw, kala natin yung mga yan lang, pinapatakbo lang yung no, kasi nung araw may mga data banks sa mga opisina MIS. Yung mga data ng mga opisina, ang lalaki, di ba? Yung mga parang mukhang aparador, doon naka-save ang data. Ngayon, nasa cloud na lahat, nasa big data na. Pero at the same time, ako doon talaga, worry ako at afraid sa big data and cloud Because all your information about you and on you, nalalagay sa cloud. Na feeling ko hackable, right? But anyway, that's technology. So, okay. What if instead of just, so we're talking about IT, okay, the IT. They're supposed to fix the technical side of things sa mga businesses and even sa home users so that their experience, for example, the internet, yung nagbabag down masyado. So yung housewife na nagpa-Facebook or nag-online shopping habang mga anak ay nasa eskwela at nasa trabaho ang asawa, para she can have a good experience, kailangan, right, ayos lahat, technically, right? Like, mabilis na internet at hindi namamatay-matay. But what if instead of just fighting proverbial fires, IT was free to focus on projects that help improve the systems, powering everything we do, diba? Okay? One of the major things to expect, diba, of artificial intelligence or yung mga isa sa pinakamalaking bagay na dapat natin i-consider regarding AI itong taon na to is a proactive IT. Okay? AI is being used to automatically detect and fix many common problems, right? Something that may take a human a week or more to detect, AI can fix it in minutes. O, diba? Pero yun na nga, dyan na yung takot na, i-replace na ba ng robots or AI ang mga manual labor or human interaction? Hindi naman. Hindi naman talaga because unang-una nga, di ba, humans pa rin na nagpo-program sa mga yan. Computer lang yan, pinrogram lang yan. Di ba? Kailangan pa rin nila ng humans to maintain and supervise. On top of that, okay, AI is also being used to strengthen cybersecurity efforts. Hackers are having to work harder to fight against systems that are essentially learning all their tricks and blocking them before they can gain access to networks. See, patalinuhan yung mga robot, right? Patalinuhan ng IT sa mga kumpanya. Yung mga hackers na yan, magagaling IT nila, syempre, ikaw as an employer, mag-hire ka ng mas magaling mag-hack para ayusin yung ginagawa ng hackers na yan, right? So, a lot. Okay? Okay, we go naman to the next. The combination of artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things is now referred to as a lot. Diba? Okay? A lot. Yan. A-L-O-T. Right? A-L-O-T. A-L-O-T is a combination, okay, of artificial intelligence and artificial internet of things. Okay, ang tawag dyan. AI is already changing a lot for the better. With so many LOT devices, okay, and the massive amounts of data they generate, it's far more efficient to incorporate AI into the devices to handle real-time data analysis. Kaya, yun yung a lot. Combination of artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things is now referred to as a lot. Artificial Internet of Things. So, if combine mo yung internet, yung AI, at saka ilagay mo sa mga devices na ginagamit mo na araw-araw, mas mapapagbuti ang gamit ng AI. Many decisions are made without any data being sent to the cloud, right? Okay. Of course, there's also the fact that AI is being used to process data sent to the cloud servers. This allows faster and more in-depth data analysis than humans could do on their own. Yun yung trabaho ng ilang araw, sa minuto lang ma-achieve na. Currently, a lot is a part of everything from smart cars to environmental protection. Okay? Ako, marapit na pala tayong matapos ulit. Ang dami pa akong pwedeng pag-usapan at marami pa akong gusto pag-usapan. Sige, last na lang. Yung pag-track ng tracking pandemics and health. Ito na nga yun, yung contact tracing, gamit talagang AI dito. The last thing anyone probably wants to hear about is another pandemic. Okay? But one thing to expect from AI this year is the possibility of not only predicting, but maybe even preventing another pandemic. Diba? Coolness, right? Okay. In fact, the Canadian startup Blue Dot used AI to study abnormal infection rates and discovered a potential issue 9 days before the World Health Organization issued a statement about COVID-19. In fact, see, may nakakita na pala, may nakapredict na pala, yan. It's that kind of automatic discovery of problems that could help curb outbreaks and get people information before there's a panic. So cool, di ba? We can use AI to predict and foresee another pandemic and keep it from happening. That this type of AI usage will continue to grow. Talaga, nagde-develop pa rin talaga eh. Obviously, the effectiveness depends mainly on how countries and governments work together. And tama naman talaga, in this pandemic talaga, tayong lahat ay nagkapit-kapit basic all around the world to think of ways and means to curtail and control this virus and this pandemic. So, itong paggamit ng AI na to is developing right now, right? So it depends on how countries and governments will work together, which doesn't always work out so well. Pero i-pray natin na magkasundo tayo na makapag-develop at gumamit ng AI to predict pandemics. It's not just pandemics AI is being used for, okay? It's also being put to use to analyze symptoms and provide a faster diagnosis. O, di ba? Maganda? While human doctors can still verify, of course, this can save time, potentially saving lives. Okay? Another example is, ito meron to sa America at sa Europe. Ang tawag Neuro Rehab VR. VR, again, being virtual reality. The Neuro Rehab VR is presently being used to provide additional and faster physical therapy to patients. O, di ba? Physical therapy. VR kasi susuot mo yun sa ulo mo eh. Tapos papa-experience mo visually. Yun nga, pwedeng gumaling ang mga kailangan ng psychological help and also physical therapy. Okay? So, okay, I'm gonna talk more about this tomorrow. Continue ko yung mga technological trends or what to expect from AI this year. At saka ang current and future trends. I will continue to talk about this tomorrow. Kasi yan na nga, 5 minutes na lang. We are left with 5 minutes. Thank you so much for those people who joined me. Oh, okay, I know, ang likot-likot ng kamay ko talaga when I'm talking. That's my gestures and my mannerisms, right? I'm always touching my hair. Sabi ng asawa ko, wala, ang likot-likot mo pagka nagbo-broadcast ka. But anyway, so thank you so much for those people who joined me. We are in the subject of artificial intelligence, what's in store for us this year, and current and future trends in AI. And we talked about the technology, right? What to expect in artificial intelligence. Because talaga naman, it's not a surprise that AI is continuing to advance, changing how businesses run in our own day-to-day lives. In fact nga, it's already intruded into a lot of aspects of society or the industries. More and more practical uses are being found, right? And we are talking about this now. We will continue with the trends. We will continue about what to expect from AI this year and moving forward. We will continue this tomorrow. Okay? So, at least, di ba, good news is, yun na nga, ang Pilipinas ay magtatayo ng National Center for AI Research and Development. Good job. Sana matuloy na, sana matapos na, right? Pero yun na nga, kailangan nila ng sponsors. I'm sure if they if they tap those big wigs up there, di ba? Maraming magsusupport dyan. Kasi for advancement to. So, at tulong na rin to sa kanilang mga negosyo, right? So, as Mr. Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez said, the NCARE or this center will encourage companies to adopt AI by building their capacity to produce new products. Very good. So we hope this roadmap happens, right? Because it is for good for the Philippines, right? So thank you so much for everyone who joined me today. Bukas more on what to expect from AI or artificial intelligence this year. And we're going to talk about the top intelligence AI trends also. More of them kasi nag-mention ako ng mga ilan-ilan. Tapos we're also going to talk about how it affects siyempre education rin this week. Basta lahat ng aspects na naapektuhan ng AI, discuss natin this week. Alright? Kahapon I started to say the pros and cons, yung cons naman ng AI. Tutuloy ko rin yan bukas kasi this was based on the thoughts of Mr. Edwin Fernandez, a columnist sa Manila Bulletin. Pero more on that tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. This has been Jaye Bautista, your techie mommy, doing Buhay online. So happy day. I just want to greet my son Kiani, hello, and my husband, beloved Jenny Lakap. And of course, the Lakap family, thank you for your support. And my Bautista family and my Manila family and friends, I miss you so much. And my brothers abroad in California, Joel, and my brother and his family in Australia, my Kuya Choi. Thank you so much for joining me. Magkita-kita tayo ulit bukas po dito sa Buhay Online, 11 o'clock, like clockwork. Thank you very much and maraming salamat po. And have a good lunch. Enjoy your lunch. And of course, always keep the faith and hope in your hearts and love for everyone. Maraming salamat. God bless.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.